Hello, it's Maryon Stewart, and I'm just having a few technical problems today, so sorry I'm a couple of minutes late. I'm here today to answer some more of your questions, and also going to be announcing the winner of our first holiday goodie bag, which is very exciting. And in fact, I've only just discovered this morning what the final products in the holiday goodie bag are, or at least for this one, and the bag is worth over £200, so it's really worth having. And if you haven't already entered the draw, then you need to do that. We can't, unfortunately, do it inside the group because the technology doesn't allow for it. So you need to go to my website, Maryonstewart.com. You'll see there's the advent calendar there on the home page, and just click on one of the days, obviously up to today, and it will take you through, and you can just put your details in there to enter. So hopefully you can win it. And if not today, then there'll be another draw next week. So I wanted to just, leading up to the holidays, I wanted to provide you with some extra support, because I know that this is a tricky time at the best of times, and these are not the best of times. We know that it can be difficult when you've got so much on your plate coming up to the holidays, so many different responsibilities and things to do and things to think about. I mean, if you're already feeling completely washed out and you've got brain fog and you haven't been sleeping because of your night sweats, or you're just not feeling very energetic because you're so tired or achy or even panicky and you don't want to go out and face the shops, then I just want to make it a little bit easier for you. So there are lots of things that you can do. Next week we're going to be talking about the menu and how you can make it easy for yourself to have something nutritious and wholesome and not go too far off the rails to make yourself feel even worse, but still enjoy yourself at the holidays, because I think that's important. And to just get adequate planning in place so that you don't feel stressed or any more stressed than you do at the moment, and hopefully to give you some tips and ideas about how you can get some of those symptoms under control, or at least not completely under control, because obviously there isn't time between now and the holidays to do it, to wipe out your symptoms altogether, but at least you can make some inroads and you know what you're supposed to be doing. So first of all, I will answer some more questions, and then we'll talk about the winner of the goodie bag. Julie's in the background. I think Julie and Barbara are sorting out the draw for me, so I will be finding out on my iPad who the winner is in a little while. So keep going and fill out your, just put your details in so that you can win one. So bear with me, I'm just going to get some of the questions up for today, and see where we're going here. So I think quite a few of you asked similar questions, and I dealt with some of the questions the other day. So today I wanted to deal with, some people were talking about dry skin, and others were talking about putting weight on around the middle. So I think I'll deal with those two, and also maybe hair loss. I think that's another important one. And you can keep your questions coming in. There's another one about period pains around the time your period used to be, and also those cyclic feelings that you get, which you can still get those around the time. So let's, which one should we choose first? Let's talk about weight around the middle. Okay, so weight around the middle comes to, as you get to midlife, your metabolic rate, that's the rate that your body ticks over, slows down. And it, therefore, just eating your normal diet will mean that you don't keep the scales in balance, because before your metabolism was turning over faster, so you would actually metabolize the food, you process it, and it wouldn't end up around your waist. But when your metabolism is slower, you ideally need to eat less or speed up your metabolism. So keeping your metabolism ticking over is done in different ways. One is obviously to exercise so that you keep your metabolic rate fast. But if you haven't got any energy, you need to approach it from the other end, and that is to work out how to get your energy back again. So doing that, you need to bear in mind that women have often got very low levels of nutrients when they get to the menopause, And we found that over and over again in our research. And as you get older, nutrients become in even further short supply. And the brain depends on those to give out the right signal so that your body can function normally. So if you haven't got adequate nutrient levels, it's going to be really difficult. You're going to be like a bucket with a hole in it, and we need to plug that hole. So you can have a nutrient-dense diet. You may need to take some multivitamins and minerals. We use Femma 45 Plus because it's a broad spectrum pill that helps to put back what time in nature has taken out, but also to eat wholesome food little and often. And that helps over time to build your nutrient levels back up again. It takes a good few months to get them back into an optimum range if they've been low. So you just need to be patient about that. But if you've got nutritional deficiencies, then it won't take you more than a few weeks to feel significantly better. You can ask your doctor to measure your vitamin D, also your iron levels, your particularly serum ferritin, which are the iron stores, to see if they're low. And if they are, you need to take some supplements of those as well. We found that magnesium is the most common deficiency amongst women of childbearing age, and that gets less as you get older. And you don't store it in your body, it just goes in one end and out the other. So if you haven't got a magnesium-rich diet, you might need to take some magnesium supplements as well. So lots of different things to think about, and making sure that you do some exercise. So if you can't do much exercise because you're not feeling up to it, you're too achy, then we need to look at your joints. And I think I've talked before about how you can re-lubricate your joints. Vitamin D also, if you're short of that, it may make you ache and feel very tired. And the same with low levels of iron stores. So you need to make sure you're dealing with it not just from a band-aid perspective of what you can take pill-wise or what you can rub on or what you can do quickly, because obviously that's important as well, but you need to make sure that you're having a good diet and that you're taking your supplements. I think that's really, really important. So let me have a look and see, hopefully that will help with weight. So the cyclic feeling is that when you stop your periods for about 2 years after your period stops, your body still has this cycle going. So even though you're not having a bleed, you can still have the cycle. So that still feels like the period's coming, it still makes you feel hungrier, because in your premenstrual phase, your calorie requirements went up by about 500 calories a day. Not many people know that, but you need to have a mid-morning snack, mid-afternoon snack, something wholesome, not junky. And maybe if you think you're eating too much, you can cut your portion sizes down of your main meals so that you don't eat too many calories in the course of the day, but you eat little and often to keep a constant supply of good nutrients going through to your brain and your nervous system. That's really, really important. And then nutrients to keep your blood glucose levels on an even keel are chromium, magnesium and B vitamins. All of those are very often in short supply. Magnesium, I said, was the most common deficiency. Chromium, you're only born with a 16th of an ounce and it gets less as you get older. And B vitamins are in short supply if you're stressed, or if you haven't been eating a good diet, or if you've been washing your diet down with too much alcohol. So it's not a bad idea to take a supplement, maybe something like chromium complex, and that just gives you 60 pills. You can take one a day to boost your levels up again, and that helps to keep things on an even keel in terms of the cravings. And taking multivitamins and minerals will help to get your hormones functioning normally again, eating little and often, making sure you get plenty of rest, do your exercise, and to consume foods that contain naturally occurring estrogen as well, because don't forget, this is the time in your life when your estrogen levels are falling and you're never going to have normal circulating estrogen levels, so you need to get Mother Nature's wisdom, and she has provided these foods including soy products like soy milk, soy yogurt, flax seeds and red clover that comes in pill form in Promensal. And all of those things fool the brain into thinking you've got normal circulating estrogen again. And that's so important, because when you look at these naturally occurring estrogen under the microscope, they look so structurally similar to the estrogen that we had before the menopause. So it's not too difficult to fool the brain into thinking you have got normal circulating estrogen again. And I'll share a secret with you, which again not many people know, is all the hot flushes and night sweats are the brain trying to kickstart the ovaries back into function. And so if you're having naturally occurring estrogen little and often, the brain doesn't need to do that, and so the flushes and the night sweats disappear. So that's how it works on my program, and it's really important that you learn how to meet your body's needs and you do everything that you possibly can to get yourself in good shape. If you've got period pain in that leading up to what would have been your period and you're still experiencing some pain, then you can take some extra magnesium, because magnesium is necessary to stop muscle cramping. So that's important. You can take magnesium we use one called Magazorb, and you take it to what I call gut tolerance. So in other words, if you take too much, you get diarrhea. So I'd start with just 1 or 2. You can't take more than 6 for safety reasons, but you can take however many you need. And you may need to adjust it, because sometimes we get more constipated as our period's due. And then as the period comes, you get a release. The brain tells everything in that area to release. And because the uterus is so close to the gut, everything releases and you end up getting the opposite. You get some diarrhea. So at that point, obviously, you don't want to be taking magnesium, because it can make that worse. So it's just learning how to meet your needs, learning what to do. It isn't a magic solution, but when you've learned how to meet your needs and how to get yourself back into good shape, you've got that knowledge for life. And that's what my masterclass focuses on, to teach you more about what's going on in your body and how you can overcome it in the space of months. But actually, on my boot camp, which is only 6 weeks, we're finding that women are completely turning their lives around, feeling so much better, even getting their libido back, which I didn't think they would in 6 weeks, and just feeling better than they can remember. So there's lots of different things. You can self-help or you can get some help, but you just need to know that you don't need to go on suffering. And that's really, really important. So let me take one more question, and then just you've got one last chance to enter the draw before we do the draw for the goodie bag. As I said, the goodie bag has over £200 worth of products in there. I think Julie was going to post, I'm not sure if I can't see if she has, but she was going to post a graphic so that you can all see what's in the goodie bag, because there are some amazing things in there, and I'll talk to you about that in a minute, and a bit about why each thing is really good and how it will help you coming up to the holidays. So, but go, if you haven't already and registered, go to my website, click on the Advent calendar, and just register your name so that you stand a chance of winning the draw. If you don't win today, hopefully you'll stand a chance next Friday, because that's when we're doing the next draw. So hang on, let me find one more question, and then, okay, so I'll take dry skin, this one, because obviously that's common for lots of people at this life stage. So I've said this, I lose track of what I said and when with all these different films, so excuse me if you've heard this before, but essentially what's happening, as I said, your levels of estrogen fall, and when you had estrogen, it kept all the collagen nice and plump in your body. And the collagen is like the glue that keeps everything together, stops you getting wrinkles and so on. So when the estrogen levels fall, the collagen does too, and that's when you start feeling saggy, baggy, wrinkled, and dry and flaky. So it's not just on your face, but also on your body. So there's lots of different things you can do. So first of all, we need to remember you've got to do things from the inside to make sure, so consuming the naturally occurring estrogens I was talking about, making sure you've got plenty of wholesome foods, plenty of essential fatty acids, fish oils, oily fish if you like it, things like mackerel, herring, salmon, pilchards and sardines, lots of green leafy vegetables, nuts and seeds, so that you've got all those essential fatty acids flowing around your system, and that helps to keep your skin nice and moist. So you can also just make sure that you're taking some supplements as well if you think you need them. That's really important to do. But from the outside, you need to make sure you've got some really good creams for your face, and in the shop, again, we've got the creams that don't have any parabens in them, none of the awful chemicals, and the body lotions as well. So it's important to do that. And one of the products in the goodie bag is from Skin Doctors, and that helps with skin too. So lots of different things that you can do, and it's important to be vigilant and do it daily as well. So make sure you've got a good skincare regime. Make sure when you get out the bath or the shower that you do treat yourself to all this lovely cream all over your skin to help keep it nice and moist. So lots of things that you can do for yourself. So now let's have a look and see. I'm going to go and check and see who's won the goodie bag, and also I'm going to, in case you can't see what's in there, I'm just going to tell you a little bit about what's in there. So I've got the list here. So did you see my film yesterday? I was talking about Become, the new range of clothes where you've got the tank top and the pants with the really intelligent fabric that has been shown to absorb the perspiration, so it's between the layers so it's not smelly, and also to help control the temperature in your body, so that if you're heating up with a flush, helps to cool you down, and then after the flush it helps to heat you up again if you're feeling a bit chilly. So we've got a pair of a tank top and some pants in the bag. In fact, there's a voucher so that you can choose your size, because it comes in all the different sizes that you could possibly want. So the lucky winner will be getting that today, and it will also, you'll have some Promensul spray. So that helps, like a first aid, you can carry that around in your bag, so it will help you to cool down as soon as you feel like you're getting hot. You've got in there also, as I said, the Skin Doctor's product, which helps to keep your skin nice and moist and healthy. You've got some super fish oils by Bioglan, and again, that will help with the skin, also helps with hormones, and we found that in the study we did on 1,200 women going through midlife and menopause, that those that had good levels of fish oils in their body had more energy, less fatigue, more libido, and they had better moist skin. They had less dryness in their skin than women who weren't having oily fish in their diet. So that's important as well. There's Feminescence Maca Pause, which is the organic maca root that has been shown to help with menopause symptoms and also helps a little bit with weight loss and vaginal dryness. And then Promensul, the pill, the red clover rich pill, which also is part of our program because we find that it helps. It's been shown to be safe in studies, and it doesn't have any adverse effect on your breast tissue or the uterus, and it helps again with things like the hot flushes and night sweats and lots of the different symptoms. So you should be able to see a graphic, hopefully, of what you've got in that goodie bag. It's amazing. I think it's worth something like £208 this week, and you hopefully will get your paws on it. Let's see, Julie has sent me the message to see who has won. So if I could do drum roll, I would. I don't have a drum, but just imagine I have got one. So the winner this week is Julie Warner. So Julie, if you're watching, you're the lucky one. And if obviously all the other ones haven't won it, but you have a chance next week. We've got a bag every week this month for the holidays. So we might be varying some of the things that are in there. But I know lots of those things I mentioned today are in there too, so you may have the chance to win even more things. So it's a really, in the spirit of the holidays, that's our gift to you. I'm hoping all this information that I'm giving you is going to help you to get through the holidays so that you feel a great deal better. And please, if you like these films, just say like, love, whatever it is, because that all helps with Facebook, apparently, if you just keep the nice little things going across the screen just to show that you're enjoying what's going on. And give us your feedback, give me some more questions. I'm going to come on again on Sunday to answer some more of your questions, so keep them coming. And don't forget, go to the Advent calendar, because every day there's something new. We put something in there for you every single day, and we can't get it all in the group, sadly. So you'll have to go to it on my website. But there's information, there's films, there's all sorts of things in there. We're trying to really give you a boost before the holidays so that you don't crash and burn and feel even worse than you started out feeling. And 2018 is going to be the best year you can remember, because you're going to be symptom-free. There are so many things you can do to get your symptoms under control. You do not need to suffer with symptoms of menopause. You can get back to feeling how you were before, or even better, get back to feeling sexy again and energetic. So hopefully you'll have a good weekend, at least till Sunday, till we meet again, and I look forward to receiving more of your questions. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.